Good morning, everyone. Request members and guests to put their mobiles in silence mode and keep it here on the table. Request all the members to please take your seats for the next part of the meeting. We are going to start JBN TYCOONS meeting. Jai Jinendra and good morning, everyone. A warm welcome to this meeting of our chapter JBN TYCOONS. I would like to start this part of the meeting by reciting Navkar Mantra. I request all the members to raise for Navkar Mantra. Thank you, members and visiting guests. I would like to welcome all the visitors today who has made up and come for this meeting. You all are initiators. You have initiated your growth journey by attending this meeting. I would like to welcome all our visiting guests. JBN is an initiative of JITO as JITO Business Network to empower the economic development of its member. Our goal is to help each other in bringing more business among the members of this chapter. The simple concept of the group is, if I give business to members, members will give business to me. We have set our chapter goal to 50 crore of business among members in this term. I will now introduce you to the leadership team of JBN TYCOONS. My name is Mahavir Bhansali and I am the chapter president. My role is to chair the meetings of our chapter JBN TYCOONS every fortnightly, ensuring that we follow the structure agenda developed. My role is also to ensure the code of ethics are followed by our members. Also, I am responsible to set the chapter goal and monitor its achievement. On my left is Nitinji Lunia, representing Dineshji Bafna, our chapter vice president, who will explain his principal responsibility. Over to Nitinji.
Thank you. Jai Jinendra, I have two principal responsibilities. First, I track the performance of the chapter in terms of the business past between our members. Like any other good business, we set goals and monitor our progress towards achieving them. Secondly, I chair the membership committee, which is charged with number of responsibilities shared among the members committee. Handling all new members' application, including following up all the references, dealing with all the conflict of interest that may arise within the chapter, administrating the policies and procedures of JBN within the chapter, and most importantly, planning the future growth of the chapter. Thank you, and over to you, President.
Thank you, Nitinji. On my right is Vikeshji Jain, our chapter secretary, who will explain his role and responsibility. Over to Vikeshji.
Good morning, everyone. My role is to administer the membership payments, attendance of members, renewal and venue payments. Overall, my role is to manage the finances of our chapter. I also handle the new membership application, track account for sponsorship received for various events. I also handle the grievance cell as one among the LT member. Please, back to President. Thank you.
Thank you, Vikeshji. I would like to recognize the presence of Binduji Raisoni, Ladies Wing Chairperson, JITO Bangalore North. Can we have a big round of applause, please? Vikasji Nagori, Apex JBN Co-Conveyor Mentorship. Anishji Bhojani, KKG Zone JBN Conveyor Mentorship. Tarunji Bagmar, Vice Chairman, JITO Professional Forum, JITO Bangalore South. Rajeshji Jain, Committee Member, JITO Professional Forum, JITO Bangalore South. Last meeting, members of our group passed over 151 referrals, which resulted in overall business of 7.93 crores. The philosophy of JBN is simple. If I give you business, you will also be willing to give me business. Now this is the time for us to induct new JBN TYCOON members to the chapter. I request Rekha ji to introduce our new member.
Jai Jinendra, good morning. This man exemplifies passion and maintains an unwaveringly positive outlook on both his professions and life as a whole. Whether he is tackling work challenges head on or engaging in competitive sports, he consistently embraces every opportunity with great fervor. After proudly earning his degree in global marketing from Pace University, New York, he returned to the family business, armed with ambitious and a burning desire to venture beyond the family's existing ventures. In 2019, he bravely delved into the realm of the Internet of Things, an industry brimming with potential in the Indian market. His brainchild, the brilliantly named Buy-to-Burn Fuel Management, using fuel sensor not only shields customers from fuel theft, but also unlocks the whole treasury of maximizing fuel consumptions. Behind the realm of work, he finds solace in sports, relishing the thrill of basketball, snooker, bowling, and chess. A strong advocate of networking and fortressing connections, he eagerly looks forward to engage with fellow members of the JBN Tycoons, be it for friendly sports match or other exciting activities. With this, I welcome Rishabh Jain of JBN Tycoon chapter.
Thank you so much, Rekha ji. I request Rishabh ji to come forward for the induction process. Face that side. Punctuality, credibility, and discipline will be the integral part of the members' code of practice. Upon accepting to become JBN member must agree to the following JBN ethics. I request Rishabh ji to raise and say, "I agree" after me. I will provide the quality of services at the prices that I have quoted.
I agree.
I will be truthful with the members and their referrals.
I agree.
I will build goodwill and trust among members and their referrals.
I agree.
I'll take responsibility for following on the referrals I receive.
I agree.
Congratulations, you are inducted to this wonderful chapter of JBN Tycoon. I welcome you to this great chapter.
Thank you, sir.
Just one second. We request only members to stand up and raise your hands and say, "I agree" after me. We commit to give complete support to our new member who is inducted. I request Vikramji Bhojani to come forward and facilitate our new inductee. Now I will call Shreyansi Gandhi, our Education and Training Coordinator, to introduce our today's education slot speaker.
Excellent morning, friends. I call upon Ms. Kiran Naguri for a pleasant task.
Chief Financial Officer at Swiggy, India's largest hyperlocal convenience platform. He joined Swiggy at an early stage of its expansion journey and has been an integral part of its evolved mission from changing the way India eats to elevating the quality of life for urban consumers by delivering unparalleled convenience. He has over 20 years of domestic and international experience across emerging markets prior to Swiggy. He is Divisional CFO at Olam International Limited, Singapore, providing functional leadership to the global cotton operations across 15 countries. He was also the head of finance of Olam's Brazil country operations, where he was instrumental in scaling the group's leadership position across key agri-commodities and value chains. He started his career in Wipro Limited before moving on to Britannia Industries Limited, where he held multiple finance leadership positions across the company's various verticals. He is a qualified chartered accountant from ICAI, New Delhi, and holds a bachelor's degree in commerce from the Bangalore University. May I now present to you the charismatic, knowledgeable, and influencer, Mr. Rahul Bothra, with a big round of applause.
Jai Jinendra, everybody, and a very, very good morning. So before I start the session, how many of you run startups here? Okay. No, are running startups? Okay, so this seems like 4% of the room. Okay, the second question, how many of you take risks in life? Right, so that's close to 90%. Now let me kind of break. So everybody who's taking risk, in effect, is running a startup. Right? Because what is taking risk? Taking risk is all about committing yourself to a journey which others have not taken. Now whether it's your existing business which you want to expand, whether it's the second generation taking over the reins of their dad's business, of bringing in technology, new ideas, and trying to see what they can do differently. Participate in different value chains, or expand their network of business organically itself, or through inorganic acquisitions. So I think entrepreneurship itself, at its heart, means that you're taking risk. And all of us are entrepreneurs here. The fact is, I am a professional. I grew up in the bylanes of Malleshwaram, not very far away from here. Did not know at that time what really life has in store. Coming in from a Marwari family, I think something was there in the blood that you need to run a business, you need to be an entrepreneur. But taking risk was something that got imbibed with me early. So whether it was giving, I joined Wipro at an very early stage, and within 2 years I realized that I'm not learning enough to be able to contribute back in a business in a holistic manner. And that took me to Britannia, where I learned right from the factory shop floor, to running marketing organizations, to HR, to organizations. Then what do you actually do to really make large outcomes of ideas? The pursuit of learning took me to international borders. I ended up in Brazil in a very, I would say, different setup. I think the first challenge that I had in a country landing up there was not about how do I run the company or the business that I had to, but really about managing survival around food. You land in a country where vegetarianism is not really something that people are used to. And probably all that you can eat on veggies is salads. Surviving through that period without knowing the local language, because less than 1% people speak English there. So it's about your survival skill that helps you to unravel what's the inner hidden strengths that you have. As a kid, I had learned 5 or 6 languages. But I realized that learning as an adult was so tough, because you're gone out of your comfort zone. And as a child, you are in your comfort zone, you're just moving around and you're just learning things by itself. But as an adult, it becomes very, very hard. And that's what inhibits a lot of us from taking that additional challenge, because it is putting us in a discomfort zone, in a place where we don't really feel that we can do what we have been doing. So long story short, taking risk, in Brazil, for example, I was in an agri-commodities company. We used to source raw material from the factory, from the farm gate, and process it for the Starbucks and the Crafts and the Unilevers and the Nestlés of the world in products like coffee, cocoa, cotton, sugar, etc., etc. What's out there, what can you add back to the organizations. And most of our journeys are really around taking that additional risk and looking for shores where we can expand the horizon of the organizations. So whether it was a greenfield coffee plantation or a greenfield cotton farm, to acquiring a cocoa factory in the middle of Brazil, to going to a country called Chad, where probably many of us, and even I hadn't heard of it, and buying out a government enterprise which was into cotton ginning. I think to every step of the way, when we are growing, and these are like personal examples that I'm sharing, that it just puts you in a very uncomfortable zone. Long story short, 9 years in the previous company, I was in Singapore, and my boss used to tell me that this is an escalator lifestyle, and you're not going to leave this because it's just so comfortable. And I was realizing that maybe I've just got myself again in a comfort zone, right? It was 4 years in Singapore, perfect life that you can think of, those of you who have traveled there. And then I realized that something's missing, right? I've been part of just making large things larger, right? I mean, I was with Wipro, I was with Britannia, I was with this international organization with 70 country operations. What can I do to disrupt things, right? Can I start up something? Can I be part of starting and making it large? So that got me talking back to a few founders in India. And at that time, this was in late 2016, early 2017. The consumer eco-tech system in India was just starting to go up. The Flipkarts and the Amazons and the Olas, etc., were changing the landscape of how people were engaging with technology, how people were really moving around with their daily lives. I was lucky, I met a few founders, spoke to a few of them, and then I came across the Swiggy founder. They were looking for, they had a global mandate to hire a CFO. I was the first CXO hire for the company. What I really liked was the simple things that they were doing right. Now, how tough is delivering food is, right? I mean, we have probably done many times, even before technology came in, make a phone call, and somebody comes and delivers food at your place. But how reliable is that service? Right? So if you kind of look at the inner problems that really are being solved, is at the heart of what a startup or a venture or a risk-taking ability is all about. So what did founders at Swiggy do? Not very different. I think pizza delivery, probably Domino's was the first, I would say, logistics player. So I call Domino's as a logistics player delivering pizzas, because that's their strength, that's their reliability. I mean, it's not very tough to copy a Domino's pizza quality, but what is tough is to reliably deliver it in 20 minutes. And that's how they disrupted. And how did Swiggy come to the fore? They disrupted, they basically did what Domino's was doing, but democratized it for every cuisine choice and occasion. It's not very easy to think of, how do you deliver a masala dosa or the North Indian, food. But just doing simple things right, bringing technology at the heart of it, is what gave the founders an early success. And obviously from there on, we have built on it. Now, if I look back, today's talk, I will cover probably 3 things. It's obviously, I probably have to learn a lot from you folks, and I'm looking forward to, probably more such engagements. But what I have learned in life is really about when you're going about doing new things or, growing things, probably 3 stages is what, I want to talk about. The first is really what are you solving for, which in the startup lingo, we call it the product market fit, right? Shark Tank enthusiasts may have heard about this. But that's something, let's delve a little bit further, that what really is product market fit, and we'll talk about it a little bit. The second part is really about once you've got the product market fit, in the traditional language, we used to call it marketing to grow your products and services. But in 2011, there was a visionary, this was a gentleman called Sean Ellis from PayPal, who invented the term growth hacking. Now, growth hacking, how many of you have heard of the term growth hacking? Yeah, so yes, so that tells us that we are probably slightly behind the curve because new age product and marketing, and a lot of that I'm going to talk to you about is also going to help you in your digital journeys, right? See, I think the traditional world is something that we all should be ready to leave behind. I mean, how many of us could have thought, 5 years ago that as of things stand today in India, digital commerce is already $100 billion. $100 billion of commerce is flowing through the digital channels. And in the next 5 years, it's expected to grow 3.5x. That's additional $250 billion, which means whatever revolution that we have thought has happened, it's only just getting started. And we're talking of 3x more revolution around this. Now let's take a step back and look at the US. In the US, as things stand today, 65% of market capitalization of the largest companies listed in the public market in the US were venture-backed. They were startups who came up with a new idea, who raised private money to fund their growth. And today, they are representing 65% of US market cap. Now, the US market cap itself is a $30 trillion, and you can do the math. That's probably like 10x of India. And within that, 65% were the companies that did not exist 15 or 20 or 25 years back. 7 out of top 10 companies in market cap, and we are not talking about the traditional oil majors. 7 out of the top 10 companies in the world today have all been started in the last 20 to 25 years, which means that you take a step, think forward, that many of us probably would be part of creating the next biggest thing. And what will help us get there is probably what I want to share a little bit about. So growth hacking is the second part. And the third part is really around managing growth. That you've kind of ticked the boxes around identifying the opportunity, identifying the growth hacks. How do you manage? And that's something which I see being the biggest inhibitor of ventures like some of us who run them. That what is the reason that we are not able to take it to the next step? Because we're not able to manage growth, right? So that's probably the 3 things that I'm going to talk about. So let's start about the product market fit. Anybody who can give me a basic understanding or wants to try, what's really product market fit? That's a good start. Consumer accepting your product. Yes, please. Right. Okay, so is it solving a need? So there's a customer, is it solving their need? The size of the market. Can you tell me a little more? Right. Absolutely. Okay, so whatever you're trying to do, is there a market that exists? What is the size of the market? So I'll take it with a lot of salt there, because when you're starting up with something new, probably it's not easy to define what is the size of the market, right? So for example, many ventures out there, when they started, for example, when Apple first launched the iPhone, the market didn't exist for smartphones. So for us to think that today the largest company would be, so probably it's I think having a point of view of the future is probably where I would call it, versus saying that let me take a share of the market from the existing market. I think having a point of view of the future and then saying what will I therefore contribute, or what will my venture be able to contribute, and therefore this is important. So I think all of you are right. Product market fit is nothing about understanding or solving for a real consumer problem or a business problem. When I talk in the consumer sense, it's always either it could be a B2B2, because in the case of business to business, another venture or another business is really your customer. So it's the same concept there. So I think if you take back in history, a lot of ventures, sometimes get the timing right, and sometimes they don't get the timing right? Now let's talk of social media, for example. I think some of you will relate to me. When we started off, there were things like Orkut and MySpace, and what happened to those, where probably those were the first us venturing into social media platforms. And obviously what survived today are the Facebooks and the Instagrams. But what did they do wrong? Because the concept was very similar. They had similar, chat groups and similar, posting of your social, etc. But I think sometimes getting the timing right or wrong can really define the business success or not. In the 2008 financial crisis, there were 2 big companies that came out of. Again, not some great new innovation, but getting the timing right. Airbnb, right? Now, as a concept, how many of us could have thought 2 decades back that we'll let complete strangers into our houses, sleeping next to our own bedroom, right? And they are complete strangers. How many of us could have thought that this is all going to ever happen? But in 2008, when the founders of Airbnb came up with the idea, the real problem that they were solving for was obviously people were losing a lot of jobs, people were looking for supplemental incomes, and that pushed a lot of people to list their homes because they were looking for the second source of income. Similar time, Uber, right? Now it was probably a solved problem, the taxi services, etc. But then getting your own car, driving around for other people, was again something that nobody could have thought of, that who's going to do that? If you're probably owning a car, you're rich enough to not be, having to shop around other folks. But then the income that you're generating, and obviously it was a crisis back at that time, that helped to unlock a lot of supply. And in a lot of new age businesses, supply unlocks demand, right? So it's not the other way around. So for example, in our case, in Swiggy, we always say demand is unlimited, right? We all eat 3 times a day, 90 times a month, right? So our competition set is not, the offline eating, dining out, is really the kitchen at home. So how many, meals are we able to substitute at home? And the universal set there is pretty large there. But what really limits our, probably expansion or growth, etc., would be the supply. And in Uber's case, when they were able to get, car owners to come out and drive for them, that really made the platform. And then obviously, supply got demand and vice versa. So I think the product market fit, I think a lot of things have to go right. It's about, test marketing your product or your idea with the consumers and taking and understanding that is it meeting a need or not. There's this framework called the 50-50-50 framework. And just to give you a sense of the first 50, would talk about something called a net promoter score. That when customers are using your product or services, how good would they talk about your company? And a lot of times when you are logging out of your e-commerce purchase, you would see this scale of 1 to 10, that how likely are you to recommend to friends and family. Now what is that thing that they're doing? They are trying to generate the net promoter score of their organization, of their idea with you. So anything between 8 and 10 when you rate, you are a promoter of that venture or of that idea. 6 and 7, they do not consider that as a score, because neither are you a promoter nor a detractor. And between 1 and 5, if you are given a score, you are a detractor. So the net promoter score you calculate by the percentage of people who have given you a score of 9 and 10, and reduce it by the number of people who have rated you 1 and 5, and ignoring the 6 and 7. So so all of you have wondered that what do these companies do with this scale of 1 to 10? Why are they wasting my time? It's very important for them to understand that how much relevant are they for in the market, when they start off, and being continuously relevant. And that is why these surveys keep coming on. So getting your NPS right, which means that consumers are using you and are probably going to come back, which is the second part of the equation, which is the 50, that what is the retention rate? Consumers or businesses who have used you, are they coming back to you or not? Now, if you get a 50% retention, that's a great start, which means not only is your product or service being accepted, people are finding value at whatever the price that you are giving. So as I said, this one is just not about startups or business ideas or services. Every business today can generate or measure their own performance around these matrices. The third one is really around ensuring that you have continuous growth, and this is just not acquired growth. It's around what I call the referral growth, right? And you talked about the references that your teams are able to do, or your participants or your members are giving. How does one refer the other person? In today's day and age, we are very scared, right, to refer somebody. So unless we know that they are going to do a damn good job, we are afraid of referring. Now, how do you get that positive reference in your favor? Is by doing a damn good job of what you do, right? So it goes back to that product or service meeting a great need for the consumers or the business that you're servicing. You're doing such a good job that they are going to refer you. You're doing such a good job that they are going to be your repeat customers. Does this kind of ring a bell to all of you, that this is how business ultimately will succeed? It's just not about the mindless pursuit of new customers, right? And I'll talk to you about why startups like us continue to do a lot of marketing, right? I'm sure there are a lot of questions, and I will leave at least 15 minutes towards the end. But the idea, therefore, is just to ensure that you have the product or the market which now is ready for scaling, which we call the X to 10x journey, right? So the 0 to 1 journey, again, startup lingos, just to give you some reference. So 0 to 1 is all about ideation, is about getting that product ready, a minimum viable product. So when we as startups are experimenting, we never try to be the best version of ourselves on day one. We don't know what we will do, whether it will succeed. So the 0 to 1 journey is all about ensuring that you get the minimum viable product out there in the market, test it with the consumers, and then go through that 50-50-50 framework to see whether it meets the next criteria to have growth investments backing it, which is what we call the X to 10X journey, right? So X to 10X, I think the topic also was how do you, kind of power a lot of hyper growth in your organizations. So there are obviously a lot of that, probably I'm going to say, is going to be different from traditional marketing, because as I said, the world is moving forward. A lot of things are moving digital. If we are not going to embrace some of the frameworks about some of these growth hacking methodologies, we are going to be left behind, right? So mind my words, some of you who have still not given up or are in the traditional marketing methods of doing businesses, start taking that step today. That what can I do differently? And there are frameworks to understand. So maybe I'll kind of keep it simple, right? See, if you look at the traditional marketing mediums, what they used to be. So even in, say, back in my days at Britannia, all we used to do was get a film star, get a cricketer, do a lot of production shoots, pay directors crores, make a nice film, and then put it on mass media, radio, television, billboards, and then hope for the best. So you think that you have a great product, you have now great film stars, cricketers, then they are going to do wonders for you. And so you'll make a nice looking film and has the right jingles and storylines and a good warm feeling when you see that ad. But what does it do to your sales, right? You have no idea. A lot of our campaigns used to fail such big time that I used to wonder that what can we do differently? How do I know beforehand that whether these are going to work or not? And that's where players like when they say PayPal in the US, when they invented growth hacking, it's all about understanding the funnel, right? So there is a terminology called the AAA, RRR framework, right? It's also referred by different names, but just to keep it simple, I mean, a lot of these acronyms are also to confuse people. But if you look at the heart of it, is really about you understanding the funnel of where do customers enter and where do they exit, right? So the first AAA, when you kind of think of it, is about awareness, right? How many people have you been able to make aware about your product or service? The second A would be acquisition, that once people have been, made aware, have you been able to acquire them, right? Now, you have made them aware, you have also acquired. Then it's about actioning, right? Which is that first purchase order, which is that first purchase intent, which is the transaction. So today, for example, at our company, we do not even measure how many downloads we've got. Now, what do I do with downloads, right? It sits in your phone. It doesn't add back to my business numbers. So what we are looking for is that the user coming into the funnel through awareness, we acquire them. Yes, they need to download. Activate them, right? Which is really they have transacted, they have put their 100 rupees, their 500 rupees, their 1,000 rupees into our business and experienced our service, which is what we call the actionable part of it, where you have actually converted that lead into real money, right? So that's the AAA. The RRR then really is very, very important. So yes, you've done all these great things. How do you therefore now retain that customer, right? A lot of our energies and efforts, and especially some of you would know some hacks there. We send you, what we call a remarketing coupon that, hey, you haven't used our services for 90 days, here's 100 rupee, please come back. So there are lots of things, lots of different companies do. And if you kind of take a, look back, Google, right? I mean, we all know Gmail. I think all of us use Gmail today. When they started off, it was by invite only, right? So they did not say, that, okay, here I have a great product, please use me. So they created this whole FOMO amongst people, a fear of missing out, that unless you got an invite from somebody who was using it, you were not able to come on board. A similar, strategy was used closer home recently by Cred, that, this was this great platform, and unless you were referred by another user, you couldn't get onto it, or you needed a certain, credit score, etc. So just ensuring that there's a lot of virality that people start talking about it. Because you have it, I don't have it, hey, how do I get an invite? And that becomes like really a viral quotient. I mean, even if you take Gmail, even Hotmail, right, back in the days, what did Hotmail do? A very, very simple hack. At the end of every mail that got sent out, There was just a simple, line that, hey, download Hotmail for free for your free email. That's it. Get your free email, open a Hotmail account. So that every email, there's a tagline there. Simple marketing. There's no, make a big thing happening there. You would see this, okay, something new, Hotmail, oh, this is mail, etc. So, and whether it is, giving new coupons, we will give you, say, 100 rupees first time you enter. It's just a way for you to, transact on the platform, experience us. And obviously, we will do such a great job that we'll stay back, which is the retention funnel. The second R there is the referral funnel, right? Now, we talked about it a little bit, but how many users are going to talk positively about your service? That's very, very important because, see, not all growth can be paid growth. I can't be spending countless dollars and rupees just in acquiring users and hoping that they will stay. It's also about making your product viral, your service viral, that people are going to positively talk about you without you even spending a rupee because of the experience that you've given them, right? And this is true, by the way, folks, not just for consumer business, as I said. It's also for B2B businesses. Why do your customers or clients refer you? If they are not, you're doing something wrong, right? And the third one is really the what do you call the referral revenue, the retention, right? And and the retention bit, right? So these are the funnels that you typically use to say, okay, am I doing right? Am I doing the growth hacking? There's another concept, what we call the lifetime value and a customer acquisition cost, right? Now, very, very important to understand that how much are you spending in acquiring customers and what are they going to contribute back to your business, right? Again, anybody has heard about lifetime value? Yeah, want to take a shot? Right.
For example, for the company that I was playing a part, we were selling education products,
Right.
So how many times is customer going to buy the same product from me
Right.
in his or her lifetime?
Got it.
And I measure that against the cost of acquiring customer.
Absolutely.
If I'm going to spend 5K of acquiring customer, you should at least give me 50K worth of business for it to make economic sense.
Sure.
Otherwise, there's no point.
Sure. So maybe I'll just take an extension of that. Yes, top line is important, but top line to me is just vanity. Cash is reality, right? So ultimately the profit, the contribution margin, unit economics, gross margin, whatever you call it, ultimately the net of your variable cost, your product revenue is really where the dhanda is, right? Where the cash flows are sitting. So that is very important. So as you rightly said, once I've acquired a customer, the lifetime contribution rupees, dollars, that they are going to give us. Now, how do you measure it? Very difficult, right? Because, you're talking of a thing in the future, but the cost is today. Now, obviously, there are mains and V's. So just there's a simple, formula where 1 divided by 1 minus retention rate gives you the lifetime where the consumer will be with you. I'll kind of keep it simple. Assuming that, you get 100 customers in the funnel and 60% stay with you at the end of 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, right? So just, take a reasonable size period that end of 2 years, have 60% stayed with me, which means that the churn rate is 40%, right? So as we said, 1 divided by churn rate or 1 divided by 1 minus retention rate gives you the lifetime that the consumer is going to stay with us. In this example is 2.5 years if you do the math, okay? Now this 2.5 years is true for all consumers who enter the funnel, not just the consumers who stay back because we've already accounted for the churn in the system, right? Now, simply put, say, my business consumer is transacting with us, say, 50 times a year, right? And they are going to stay with us for 2.5 years, that 125 transactions per customer. And if I am going to make 10 rupees from that customer, that's a grand number of 1,250 rupees that I'm going to make from every customer entering the funnel. How much should I therefore invest or be ready to invest in that customer? So 200 rupees, 300 rupees, 400 rupees, 500 rupees, that's a decision that we have to make, right? So typically, you want to be at a place where your CAC to LTV is between 1:3 to 1:5, right? Now, below 1:3, you're spending too much. Maybe because your churn may increase, your business may suddenly become negative LTV, right? More than 1:5, you are leaving too much on the table for somebody to come and take your business. Because there is going to be competition whether we like it or not. And if you are not going to spend sufficiently, acquire a larger funnel of customers, somebody is going to take your cake. So making too much is also bad. Making too little is also bad. So finding that sweet spot, and at different times in our lifetimes, in our company, evolution, we have to make these choices. That how much should I spend? So when I'm a new, fresh startup, maybe spending 1,000 rupees is all right, because I still need to figure out what is my lifetime value of my product or service. I don't know. And unless I try, I will never know. So please, we need to spend that. And then start measuring things, right? So I think measuring at every step is really all growth hacking is all about. Is how do you make responsible growth, efficient growth, without just throwing money, on the dartboard. That's very, very important, which is what the metricization of things. What gets measured gets done. So if you put a number out there, you put a goal out there, you just, go after that goal. And obviously you put the frameworks to ensure that it's going to be ultimately profitable, it's not going to lose you value, you're creating underlying enterprise value. I'm not worried about valuations, right? At different points in time, people will give me different valuation numbers. I really don't care about it. Fundamental customer value, enterprise value, if I am going to create, I will get enough and more venture money to back me. Because I have been able to prove that, right? So I think believing in yourself that the venture that you're doing is really giving or adding back value, and therefore you're willing to spend on it, is the fundamental belief that you should have, and therefore measuring it is very, very important. So a lot of growth hacking, as I said, is really about changing your marketing, your sales mix into something a lot more dynamic, measurable, so that you do not now, as I said in the traditional sense, do your best ad and hope for the best. There is no hope left, because you are measuring everything. Every action of yours that you're doing, you're able to measure. You're able to measure the effectiveness, the efficacy, and therefore the returns of it. Right? So that's all growth hacking is all about. We'll move to the third part. Are we doing all right on time? Maybe 5 minutes? Okay. So maybe the last part around and I ended up doing everything, in which case I've started losing business. Right? Now what have happened is that you've gone through brilliantly the first two parts of the equation. The third part is where the rubber hits the road, right? As I always say, a startup idea is probably worth 10%. 90% is execution, right? Transporting people from place A to place B, not a great idea. Moving food from place A to place B, not a great idea, right? It's all there, right? How do you execute it in a manner that it is either 10x faster, cheaper, better than your competition or the next best thing available, right? Now, how do you therefore set yourself up to be able to deliver that outcome, right? How do you set yourself up? So there are obviously 3 parts to that equation. First is really the structure that you build around it, right? When I take the structure, typically the org structure, you have to realize what business are you into and who is going to manage what. The definition of the first person responsible within the organization structure that you run, again having these hierarchies, and there are obviously rules there that how many sales executives should report to sales manager, to sales director, to VP, etc. So depending on, again, size and scale, you need to metricize this again. Because as you grow, you will soon realize that it is people who are really able to manage that growth for you. You don't have to do much. You have to create that organizational structure to support that growth. The second part of the equation is really the systems. Again, you may have started off with Excel sheets and maybe an accounting package. But if you are going to go down the funnel of a larger customer base, client base, you need to measure it. And today it's not going to be possible for you to take a pen or paper or pencil or Excel, etc. You have to put in the right sales systems. So whether it's a pre-sales system, a sales system, or a post-sales system, which is the customer experience part. So look at, in your industry, what are the equivalent of such systems that you can implement, which helps you to track and measure performance of all the individuals and the organization and the structure that you've created. Right? The third is really around the technology part, where you have to keep looking at digital side of things, that how do, as I said, if your ultimate aim is to differentiate yourself from everybody else in the market, is to say that how am I better, cheaper, faster, what is my USP? Right? Why should consumers or businesses come to me versus my competitor? If you are into a trading organization, for example, and you are selling to corporates, your competitor is giving quotation maybe in 24 hours. Can you do it in 2 hours? Right? Now imagine the delight on the other side when obviously the other folks are buying, and you are in your traditional way saying, kal de denge. And somebody may out there and come and say, I'm going to deliver this in 2 hours, and obviously pricing, etc., then becomes secondary because your speed and efficiency and execution took over pricing. It's not all about pricing, right? And I'm sure all of you know this, right? I mean, we all, buy Apple iOS 80,000, 1 lakh versus a similar phone 20, 25,000. There's something different, right? I mean, there's something that product and service is able to sell to us at a much superior price and obviously make all the money. So find that mojo of how can you therefore charge the right price, right? And obviously many of you will and should ask me that, hey, why are you losing so much in Swiggy? Well, we have a plan, right? So all the steps that I talked to you about, hopefully we are doing some things right, and you will see that, in the coming, quarters and, years. But as I said, it's a, lonely thing, an entrepreneurial risk-taking. I think the biggest risk that one can take today is not taking a risk. Right? So please, shake yourselves out from things that you have been doing, and I hope all of you succeed in your ventures. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Hello, can you all? Does anybody has any FAQs? Any questions? Yes.
Hi, Rahul. Little difficult question for me, basically, to ask you. It's more about understanding the mindset of the people at your level, or maybe a procurement head or a CEO head. A lot of time, what happens? Young entrepreneurs, they send an email or pick up a phone and call you, or may land up at your reception taking your appointment. These people will be generally very, very nervous, and they are just giving a shot. Okay, theek hai, Rahul ne uthaya to theek hai, nahi to tel lene gaya. Right? What goes in your mind, or people at your level? What, because a lot of people like this, they generally keep sending mails or keep calling, right? So just wanted to understand what goes in your mind.
So, I mean, as you can imagine, there's probably everybody and anybody trying to reach out and get an audience, etc. But sometimes what happens is, obviously, I understand that you're trying to create the funnel, right? We talked about those frameworks, and it's absolutely fine, right? I mean, you send 100 emails, only 2 respond. You make 100 phone calls, 4 respond. That's all part of creating the funnel. Now, you ask me what happens on the other side. Honestly, sometimes, there's nothing much to do, right, at our level, because, I mean, the CFO of the company is not responsible for procurement, right, in 95, 99% of the cases. The CEO of the company, yeah, sure. I mean, or the CEO of the company also, right, by the way, because as I said, there are structures and systems in place. So as you grow, obviously when, Harsha had started, probably he was doing everything. When I came in, my first job was to deliver. So I actually did live orders, right? But obviously they hadn't hired me to do that. And so I think we have to understand, how does the organization structure work? Who is responsible for what? So your ability to zero down on the individual, who therefore you need to reach out. So it's not always, great starting at the top. Yes, sometimes, maybe because the CEO knows you, he will drop a word, but at least, my wife runs a venture, and at least she tells me that it never works. She tries to find, the top contacts, and that's how it is, right? Because in reality, we probably get 100, 200 such, emails, and every morning I get forget, the Indian context. There are 15, US SaaS companies trying to sell me shit, right? Every morning, and they actually block my calendar. Right? And give me options that you can choose anyone that you want to attend. Right? Now, what are they doing? These are all growth hack tactics, right? Now, for example, if that one particular product or service is something that I have been looking for, then that understand the organizational structure systems, who is responsible for what, and it sometimes is not always a way to kind of start from the top, start from the bottom, but figure a way out, right? You hack your way into the company, hack your way into growth, and use all the digital means possible.
Thank you, Rahul. Hello. Yeah, thank you, Rahul. I know everybody has many questions, but we have little time constraints. So one more questions we can take from the thing. One. Anyone from the guests? One question from the guest.
So I understand that you guys are mainly into delivery business, but it's also a service industry what you guys are into. I mean, a little delay, a 5-10 minute delay in the food delivery service, you know, customer goes heavy and blames the company, ye delay ho gaya, my food is not hot and all those stuff. So I'm also into a service industry wherein, you know, a little delay, the client becomes a little cranky and all those things. So how do you handle that in a service industry? Now, I mean, you guys have that sort of funding and all of it, but still you have a lot of, you know, ways to again do it right again. So what is your suggestion?
Yeah, I think I'll just quote Steve Jobs, right? And you know, great respect for the man. I think he famously said once that it's not the customer's job to know what they want. Right? Which means that you have to put yourself in the customer's shoes and say that what would therefore delight me, right? I think I joined the company in 2017, and I think 3 months into the company, there was this front page Economic Times article. Swiggy is down for 1 hour on a Sunday evening, right? Front page Economic Times article. That same day, I called up a leadership meeting, right, in person, and I, you know, showed them the article that the only 2 times I've seen this happening is probably load shedding in Mumbai, because Bangalore, it's all common, right? Nobody reports that if load shedding happens in Bangalore. So in Mumbai, when load shedding happens, you know, it comes into Economic Times front page, and we found a mention that Swiggy was down for 1 hour. So I said, folks, let's sign up for this. Or we are in it or out of it. We are a utility, right? If people are going to report us equivalent to being electricity in your homes and your factories and your industries, let's take our job seriously, right? I think from there on, we started putting the measurement systems of, you know, the uptime, etc., right? So today, I mean, most 99.99% uptime, right? And it's been a journey. It's not been easy, right? And as I said, you have to figure a way out. It's not about saying, you know, 5 minutes late hoga to chalega. We measure it in milliseconds. You talked about, you know, food delivery. We did something which is revolutionary in the grocery, you know, industry, right? I mean, 10 minutes we are able to deliver, you know, grocery, probably a large, you know, basket. How did we do that? It's just about continuously challenging yourself, redefining how things are done traditionally, and using the digital means. I mean, honestly, when, you know, when the idea came back in 2018-19 saying we can do grocery in 30 to 45 minutes, I said, yeah, it's going to be impossible. Just look at how broken the industry is. And then, you know, figuring out every step of the journey that where things can go wrong, what control on the supply chain that you need, and what can you therefore start, you know, unlocking so that the customer gets what they deserve, not, you know, what you can give it to them, right? We deserve that. I mean, if there is the tech out there, we should therefore want to be the best version of ourselves. And it's not like, you know, we were a large company, but there's a player called Zepto who came in and we were doing 15 to 30 minutes. We thought that was great. And somebody came in with a war cry, 10 minutes grocery, right? Now we were caught aback. I mean, we were a larger company, well-funded, lots of money, venture capitalists, private equity. We had everything. But there was this incumbent who came in and challenged us, saying, I can do it in 10 minutes. That got us thinking. And obviously, you know, we kind of rallied ourselves back to be in the game. Otherwise, we would have been finished. And there are so many companies and examples that we can think of that if you don't wake up to reality, being challenged yourself, and sometimes I'm really thankful that we have a competitor like Zomato. I am thankful because we wouldn't have been half as good as that what we are unless we had a competitor like Zomato. And Zepto in the case of, you know, quick commerce. So having competition is very, very good. I know it's kind of maybe antithesis. You may think, hey, what was this guy talking? But very, very important to ensure that you remain really competitive, agile to the customer's need. Otherwise, complacency sets in, and that's the beginning of the end.
Thank you. Thank you, Rahulji. With the raising hands, I can see that how you have grabbed the attention of all our members and the visitors. Rahulji, on behalf of JBN Tycoons, I would like to extend my sincere gratitude for gracing our networking event as a guest speaker. Your insightful speech on taking risk, growth hacking to grow 10x, business strategies has left a lasting impression. Your speech was not only informative but also highly engaging and captivating. You effortlessly captured the audience attention and with your articulate delivery, compelling anecdotes and practical advice. We are immensely grateful for your willingness to share your valuable time, expertise and insights with us. Your presence has added immense value to our networking meeting. and we are confident that your words will continue to inspire and guide our attendees in their professional journeys. Once again, thank you for your remarkable contribution to our event. We are honored to have had the opportunity to host you as a speaker. Please accept our heartfelt appreciation, and we look forward to staying connected and exploring potential collaborations in the future. I would also recognize the presence of Pooja ji Bothra, better half of our Rahul ji. Can we have a big round of applause, please? Pooja ji. I would like to call Bindu ji to come forward and facilitate our guest speaker. Now the exciting time comes here, where I'll request the members to introduce one by one who they are, what they do, and what sort of customer they are looking for. Members are requested to keep this introduction within 30 seconds. Members are requested to stick to their primary category of the business in order to avoid any clash in the category with fellow members. Before we start this part of the meeting, I request our time curator Amit ji to watch the time as we move around to the members. Amarlal ji Jain. Next, Amit Jain, please be ready.
Jai Jinendra sir.
Sir, 1 second. I request you, Amarlal ji, to please stand.
We have a brand, Melting Hearts. We are into dry fruits for the top-notch dry.
Next, Ankit ji, please be ready.
Jai Jinendra, happy mornings. This is Amit Jain representing Mahavir Hardware. We give end-to-end solutions for your glass partitions, cubicles, shower cubicles, and profile shutters, making your interiors luxurious. We also deal in quality furniture, hardware, products for your modular kitchen and wardrobes. Do connect to interior and architects for a wonderful experience. Thank you.
Next, Aryanjit Tatat, please be ready. I request our 30-second specialist to kindly please monitor.
Hi, good morning everyone. I am Ankit Jain, co-founder of Sunroof Solar. We provide solar power solution for all the requirements. Good news for me, bad news for you guys. Bestcom has increased the tariff by 70 paisa. All your electricity bill is going to increase by at least 8% every single month from today, from last month actually. So last week's success story, we got an order from Kirloskar close around worth around 78 lakhs. Also, we are starting Vijay Jam's second project in Gandhinagar. Connect me to anyone who's looking to go solar. Thank you.
Next, Ashish Dak, please be ready.
स्मार्ट मॉर्निंग टाइकून पैसे से खुशी नहीं आती, लेकिन पैसे से हर चीज़ वो ज़रूरी है जो खुशी आती है. वैसे ही मेडिकल पॉलिसी लेने से बड़ी बीमारी दूर नहीं होती है, बट बड़ी बीमारी से होने वाले खर्चे से अपन बच सकते हैं. तो कोई भी मेडिकल पॉलिसी से प्लीज़ कॉन्टैक्ट मी. स्मार्ट पॉलिसी वी हैव ऑफिस एट बैंगलोर, चेन्नई, जयपुर एंड कोयम्बतूर. वी आर इनटू जनरल इंश्योरेंस. थैंक यू.
Next, Basanji Betala, please be ready.
Hello, good morning everyone. Hi, I'm Ashish Jain representing ASC and Associates in the category of direct taxation. We are an expert team of chartered accountants providing expertise in the field of direct taxation. We help you register your businesses. We help you incorporate your LLPs, partnership firms and companies. We also provide trust registration services. Looking to connect with finance influencers, finance influence creators. Thank you.
Next, substitute of Dinesh Ji Bafna, please be ready.
Jai Jinendra, smart log, smart Basant, Advantage Chase. Myself Basant Betala representing brand Advantage, which is a well-known brand across India in all IT sectors and architects industries. Success story, we have got an order with from 315 Work Avenue for Pune, 250 chairs. Specific ask from you all, procurement department, Accenture and 24/7. Once again, smart log, smart person. Advantage, chairs.
Substitute of Dineshji Bafna. Next, Dineshji Loda, please be ready.
Hi, good morning, Tycoons. I'm Rishabh Bafna, standing here substituting for Dinesh Bafna from OneSource Global. We are into commercial interiors catering to various MNCs, banks, and airports. We are one of the largest distributors of North modular ceilings. And at the same point in time, a very recent success story. We recently bagged a large order from a Bangalore-based contractor, Woodcraft, for Adobe worth 1.5 CR. Kindly refer us to contractor architects working in commercial interiors. And the specific ask for today is Purchase Department of Educational Institutions.
Thank you so much.
Once again, Rishabh, thank you so much.
Dr. Prakash, please be ready.
Jai Jinendra, Dinesh Loda from Dinesh Associate, Auditor and Consultant. Before your audit finalization, lot of adjustments are important. And in the month of March and April, my clients legally saved lot of money in tax due to adjustment. Connect me your friends whose profit is coming more in tally. Thank you so much.
Next, Jay Nata, please be ready.
Jai Jinendra. I'm Dr. Prakash Jain, Divya Drishti Eye Hospital, doing ethical eye care since 2005. Not too recent success story. We created Guinness World of Records by examining highest number of patients in a single day, in a single venue, in association with Therapy and Divak Parishad. My ask is, I like to do all free checkup for Swiggy staffs. Thank you.
Next, Jitendraji Kumar, please be ready.
Happy morning. Representing Jairaj Fire and Security Systems in the category of fire safety equipments. We have completed more than 350 projects last week by handovering the project Nitesh Scissor Palace in Kanakpura Road. With that confidence, I would like to connect to L&W Constructions. L&W Constructions. Thank you.
Next, Kamleshji Kothari, please be ready.
Jai Jinendra. I, Jitendra Kumar, representing Luft India. We are into global brands like Fenaway, Lucy, Bayside, Luft and Mammoth, All India, Pan India, B2B distribution. My specific ask is I am looking a distributor for Rajasthan region. And success story, we have come with the showroom in franchisee, Salem, 3,000 square feet. Thank you.
Next, Kirenji Nagori, please be ready.
Jai Jinendra, good morning. Kamlesh Kothari from ESSL Private Limited. Our company specializes in providing biometric time and attendance system, access control solution, and gate automations. We are proud to have over 2 million corporate clients and 50 million users who trust our devices. If you are seeking top-notch security at your fingertips, make sure you choose ESSL. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Can anybody please tell me what Basant was looking for a connect? Anybody can raise the hand, please? Thank you so much. Everybody is very attentive. I request Kiranji. Next, Kushal Solanki, please be ready.
My name is Namdhari Fresh, born in 2000. My father, Gurumukh Rupra, fitted me with a Chinese automatic entrance door. It didn't last long and got replaced with a high-quality European product. Today, I handle 500 people per day, and that is around 50,000 people per year, the security standing helplessly as spectators. The company has given us a warranty of 10 lakh cycles, that is 20 years. This enables shoppers to walk in and out of us conveniently through the door. I am brand AL13, representing Ambika Aluminum Company as a pan-India dealer for a European entrance solution company, which is called Portalp.
Thank you, Kiranji.
Thank you.
Next, Lakshit, please be ready.
Good morning, Jai Jinendra. This is Kushal Solanki, representing my firm Kushal & Next. We are manufacturers representative for packaging and disposable goods. We mainly deal into bubble rolls, stretch film rolls, takeaway containers, and disposable cups. My recent success story, with ready stock in hand, we were able to supply 1 lakh paper cups in just 2 hours. And my specific ask is to please connect me to 1947 restaurant. And Rahulji, it would be great if you could connect me to the procurement head of Swiggy. Thank you.
Next, Arco Conveyor Madanji, please be ready.
A good packaging can protect a product.
but everything gets in packaging can protect your brand. Anybody looking for rigid boxes, we have come up with this also right now. Rigid boxes, all kinds of. Let it be a small quantity or a bigger quantity. We have all range of it. Anybody has any requirement, you can contact us. Thank you. Lakshit from Everything Gets Synced.
Next, Mahavir ji be ready. Mahavir Bansali.
Jai Jinender, good morning. This is Madan Babulal Jain from Magnus Cadio India Private Limited. We are into the business of making your brand visible like Swiggy. We have offices in 13 cities, and recently we have just bagged an order of 3 crores with Airtel, looking for a connect Swiggy as well as Accenture. Thank you.
Next, Mahavir ji Kanunga be ready.
Good morning all. Show Focus is a trusted partner in delivering seamless and unforgettable events. Over the past 15 years, we have sharpened our skills, expanded our network, and refined our approach to event management. Our longevity in the industry is a testament to our commitment to excellence, innovation, and exceeding expectations. Whether it's a corporate gathering, a milestone celebration, community event, or grand exhibition, with our expertise in event planning, we turn your vision into reality. This week, we are looking to get connected with Gandhi Automation from Mobile. We are your local partner for your local events. This is Mahavir from Show Focus. Thank you all. Thank you all. Next, our Tycoon Arya, Mahavir ji Kanunga, please.
Next, Mahesh ji be ready.
Jai Jitendra, happy morning. This is Mahavir Kanunga representing multi-string manufacturers of wires and cables into electrical category. The recent success story is we have awarded the order from BMRCL for the 6th, 7th and 8th phase for the BMRCL. And looking for the connect to the Godrej Boys and Company. If anyone has a connect in the purchase side of Godrej Boys and Company, can be connected to me. Thank you so much.
Next, Manish Ji Mehta, please be ready.
Jai Jinendra, happy morning. This is Mahesh Surana from Creative Consultants. I'm an interior designer for residential and commercial categories. Recent success story is that I have just finished one project in Chamrajpet. In turn, I've just started one project in Chamrajpet, and I've also started a project for Snitch Company. Thank you. Looking for connects in Bangalore and South India. Thank you.
Next, our JITO Apex referrals for convener for referrals, please be ready.
Happy morning, Manish Mehta from Swamitwa Group. We are into real estate business, having presence in Sholapur, Bijapur, Bangalore, Australia. We are having 3 major projects, one in Kanakpuna Road, in Electronic City and in HSR layout. As you know that we have successfully launched our HSR apartment project, having business done more than 200 crores till now. Looking for HNI in and around HSR who are looking for better investment and better returns. Sapne aap dekho, pura hum karenge. Thank you.
Before we start, Manoj ji, I would like to congratulate Manoj ji for being selected as the JITO Apex convener for referrals. Can we have a big round of applause for Manoj ji, please?
मेरे प्यारे देशवासियों, कर्नाटक में सरकार बदल चुकी है, तो क्या पुराने फिंगरप्रिंट से खुलने वाले ताले नहीं बदलने चाहिए? मैं श्री मनोज जी कोचर विशाल एंड कंपनी से कहूंगा कि अब भारत में फेस रिकॉग्निशन डिजिटल लॉक लगा दे ताकि हाथ की जरूरत ही ना पड़े। अब आंखों से ताला खुलेगा, अब आंखों से ताला खुलेगा। श्री मनोज जी कोचर को आर्किटेक्ट रीमा भंडारी का रेफरल मिलेगा और देखते रहिए, ये वक्त की बात है, 1 साल के अंदर भारत में वापस कमल खिलेगा।
Next, our GST specialist Narendra Sanklecha. Next, I request you Naveen ji Bhurat, please be ready.
Taxing morning. Good morning. This is Narendra Sanklecha from Narendra Sanklecha and Company Chartered Accountant. We are specialized in GST, also as well as in internal audit, system audit, and valuation of your business. Today, what is a unit economics? Rahul ji has spoken about that. So if you want to just know your unit economics without GST or with GST, what all the GST benefit you will get it or not, then you please do contact us. And success story, we are celebrating our 25 year of practice in our own office. Thank you.
Next, our lady power Nisha Jain, please be ready.
Jai Jinendra. Myself Naveen from Metro Ceramic Corporation. We make your wall and floor look beautiful with our beautiful bigger size of tiles, look like Italian marble and jointless and colorful. Last week we were able to supply chain of outlets like Haldiram, Nandi Upachari in airport, Third Way Coffee and Blackberry. So I'm looking for same reference who are coming up with chain of outlets. Thanking you, Naveen from Metro Ceramic Corporation. Build beautiful.
Next, our Nitesh Ji Lunia, please be ready.
Jai Jinendra, I'm Nisha Jain. I'm representing Maba India. We are manufacturing Indian women clothing. We even do white collaring, bulk orders, exports. We would like to get connected to B2B, B2C, all your family members and friends. Please conduct us.
Next, Nitesh Ji Lunia. Next, Nitin Lunia, please be ready.
Cooling morning tycoons. I am Nitesh from Solar Electro Controls, and we are into the category of copper pipes and tubes. Copper pipes and tubes are used for AC and gas pipelines. So I am looking for a connect for HVAC and MEP consultants, and specifically Maple Engineer Consultant Janagar. Thank you.
Good morning, all. Are we all awake? Yeah. It's the time to hear Nitin Lunia, please.
10 years in business, 6,000 plus clients out, 68% repeat and refilled customers, featured in 3+ magazines, have various awards and recognition. I am Nitin representing Stencil. We are into space of interior and exterior products. We do plywood, veneers and laminates. I'm happy to tell that we recently served Radisson Hotel in the Outer Ring Road and Clover Greens golf course. We have done a business over 1.5 crores and still counting. I'm specifically looking at referral Madan Reddy and Associates Architect, and would be happy to connect with Swiggy Infra Group because I know you're coming with a lot of cloud kitchens, so that will be a great connect to us. Thank you once again, Nitin representing Stencil.
Next, Pankaj Ji from Vaibhav Group. I request next Pankaj Ji Pitalia, please be ready.
Good morning, Jai Jinendra. I'm Pankaj Jain from Vaibhav Group. We are land developers having plotted development project in and around Bangalore, specifically Northeast. We are also coming up with few projects in Devanali and Bangalore and Dodbalapur in this financial year. Last week's success story is like in last 15 days we have done sales of 20 plots in just by doing the marketing of through digital ways. Thanks to the referrals also of 2 of my friends who had helped me out in this. With this confidence, please connect me to your friends and family who is looking for investment. Thank you.
Next, Prajwal Ji Giria, please be ready.
भगवान करे आप सब लोगों का बिजनेस अच्छा चले, धंधा अच्छा चले, लेकिन सुबह उठते ही एक बार पूजा रूम में जरूर हाथ जोड़िएगा. उस पूजा रूम में पत्थर लाइफस्टोन का होना चाहिए. Very good morning. My name is Pankaj. I represent company called Lifestone. We decorate all the walls in your house, interior, exterior, everything. And I am looking for connect with all the architects and interiors and all the relations who are building their houses. Thank you.
Next, Prakash Ji Bansali, please be ready.
Jai Jinendra everyone. This is Prajwal Kiranraj Giria representing my design firm Ore Architects. Ashok Ji Mandot, Swamitva Builders, Devinder Dak, Parasmani Builders, CA Manish Bothra, and many more. These are the projects we have started in the last 2 months. This is the confidence that they've had in us, and they've been referring us to their friends and family. With this confidence, connect me to your Bade Papa, in specific Babulalji Gandhi, who wants to build his dream home. We are the architectural firm in Bangalore based out in Baswangudi. Thank you.
Next, Pranav Ji Lunia, please be ready.
Good morning, Jai Jinendra. Myself, Prakash Bansali. We deal in car accessories, branded, all multi-brand tires and accessories, all alloys, wheels, battery, customized seat cover, Android system, LED bulbs for car and other car accessories. One-stop solution for your cars. Extra need from your friends and near friends and deal.
Thank you. Next, substitute of Praveen Ji Ganna, please be ready.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Pranav Lunia, representing my firm Kiran Submersible House. We're into water pumps, commercial, residential, and agricultural. Our recent success stories, we were supplying to Kalpataru, Karnataka. Now we're their official vendor for Tamil Nadu, Andhra, and Telangana. With that confidence, please connect me to construction companies. Thank you.
Next, Rahul Ji Bansali, please be ready.
Jai Jinendra. Golden morning, everyone. I have learned there's a classic similarity between a diamond and our mothers. Both are rocks who can handle stress exceptionally well and still emit only radiance and light to us. So whenever you feel like someone love to your mother, please come to our store. We have 4 exclusive showrooms in Bangalore. We customize from 5,000 to 50 lakhs. So please connect me to your brides and the grooms who's getting married in 2023. Thank you.
Next, Pravesh Ji Lunia, please be ready.
Jai Jinendra Tycoons. Why do we say home sweet home? Because it provides us warmth, luxury, comfort, and status. How do we get luxury, comfort, warmth, and status? This is Rahul from Morada Bonito Design Studio, providing you with luxurious curtains and blinds, comfortable sofas, mattress and bed linens that provides you warmth, and through this increases the status of your house. Last week's success story, we recently completed 2 houses worth 38 lakhs. Kindly connect me to ZZ Architects. This is Rahul from Morada Bonito Design Studio. Beautiful homes comes with beautiful fabrics.
Next, Sabka Ladla, Rajubhai, please be ready.
Good morning, this is Pravesh Lunia. I'm an advocate and we head a law firm called Mindful Legal, wherein we help people recover their debts with a very unique model in place, which is pay as you recover. Our recent success story is that we were able to recover 33,60,000 even without filing a case, thanks to our negotiation skills. My specific ask is that please connect me to Swiggy for their contract management services. Thank you.
Next, our new member Rakesh Ji Lonawat, please be ready.
Happy morning. My name is Rajendra Jain from Samyak into Mobiles and Accessories. A young chap walks into my store and he buys the mobiles. He happened to be from Yadgiri. 2 days later, I get a call from his father saying, Rajubhai, please send this mobile phone to me also. Okay. Chief Minister कौन बनेगा? Generations में झगड़ा हो सकता है. लेकिन if you want one single choice, unanimous choice for mobiles, it is Rajubhai. Please connect me to your friend who is looking for a mobile phone. Rajendra Jain from Samyak. Thank you.
A big round of applause for Rajubhai. He could make smile even Rahul Bhai also. So next, Rekha Ji, please be ready.
Morning Tycoons, this is Rakesh Lunawat. I represent Kaveri Sarees Private Limited. We are into the business of making and distribution of sarees. We are into manufacturing of all types of sarees. Please refer me to your own family and friends. Thank you.
Next, our social media specialist Riya Jain, please be ready.
Beautiful morning, Jai Jinendra. Myself, Rekha Jain, a beautiful fashion designer representing Arant Fabs. We are like a diamond in your ring. So if you would like to shine beautiful, do connect me with your boutiques so that we can supply them beautiful fabrics and make you shine beautifully. Thank you so much.
Next, Sailesh Ji Raka from Unica, please be ready.
A very good morning to one and all present here. My name is Riya Jain and I'm the founder of Bread Butter Club, a digital marketing agency that provides end-to-end solutions and services to companies that want to bridge the gap between the businesses to the end customers. So if you ever need to take your business digital, please reach out to Bread Butter Club because we build brands. Thank you.
Next, Shreyans Gandhi, please be ready.
Good morning, members. I'm Sailesh Shankar representing Unica into the menswear category. I'm going to use the AAA policy today, building the awareness of our product. We are into the men's bespoke brand where we make formal wear as well as your wedding outfits. How we are going to acquire the customers is, our USP is we are a celebrity designer. As everyone knows, we've recently styled Srishant for his IPL commentary and also deliver a quality product. The actioning is by requesting you to try our products and play the referral game as well. So our specific ask is please connect me to CFOs and CEOs of the companies. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next, Shubhamji Kanunga, please be ready.
Hi guys, excellent morning. This is Shreyans Gandhi representing Build Smart India. We are into distribution of building materials. Our success has been that last week, with help of our channel partners, we are able to bag a project worth of 40 lakhs. Thank you.
Next, our Vastu consultant Sunilji Singhvi, please be ready.
Good morning, everyone. This is Shubham Jain from Easy Home Solutions. We are into luxury home automation, home entertainment, dedicated home theatre system. Last week's success story is we were able to bag Infosys co-founder Nandan Nilekani's daughter's house, in which we are doing a dedicated home theatre, some future automation lifts. And also a success story, we are now officially distributors for a brand called Bang & Olufsen, which is a Denmark brand, a 100-year-old legacy. This week I'm looking to get connected to Fat Studio in St. Mark's Road and Khosla Associates in Indranagar. Thank you.
Next, our merciless Tusharji Tilawat, please be ready.
Happy morning, friends. Myself, Sunil Singhvi, ensures Vastu Consultancy and Solution. हार कर जीने को जिंदगी नहीं कहते हैं, हार कर जीने को जिंदगी नहीं कहते हैं, हार कर जीतने को जिंदगी कहते हैं. अगर आप भी जीतना चाहते हैं तो आपके जाने पहचाने सुनील सिंघवी से कंसल्ट कीजिए, जरूर जीतेंगे. थैंक यू.
Next, our secretary Vikesh Ji Jain, please be ready.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I'm Krishna, representing my company Marshall Infotech Private Limited.
We are a 16-year young company into the business of computer networking and IT hardware rental and lease. Our USPs, we have been helping our clients by providing them a state-of-art economical, scalable, and customized IT hardware solution on time, every time. So timing plays a right role, and we are very fast in it. You blink it, and we are there for you. My dream referral for this week is Dream 11, online gaming coming. Remember, we at Marcellus always put IT to your...
Next, Vikramji Bhojani, please be ready.
Hi, I am Vikesh Jain, an ex-corporate banker. I represent ABV Debt Advisory. I'm a banking consultant helping arranging loans, business loans, mortgage loans, home loans, and also in optimizing the finance cost. We have offices in Bangalore, Bombay, Surat, Indore, and Bhopal. Please connect me to anybody who is looking for the business loans in particular. Thank you.
Next, Vimalji, please be ready.
Good morning, Jai Jinendra. This is Vikram Brojani representing Sujal Pharma. We are into corporate hospitals and government institution supplies, catering all specialty medicines in oncology, nephrology, and critical care. If you need quality and affordable medicines, please connect to us. Specific ask, please connect to purchase head of Narayana Netralaya. Thank you.
Next, Vinitji, please be ready.
Good morning, everyone. Jai Jinendra. Myself, Vimal Jain, representing Mox the Glass House. We deal in all kind of glasses. Recent success stories, we have worked with Asia's largest pub, OIA. Connect me with all your friends and family. We are looking, who are looking for glasses. Thank you once again, Vimal, Mox Glass House.
Next, Vishal Raj Bansali, please be ready.
Jai Jinendra, I am Vineet Jain from Jain Direct in NGO category. We are world's first Sthanak to Shravak platform. We work with Jain Sansthas to help them use digital technology for efficient Sanstha management and people outreach. We provide solutions at free of cost. Our solutions includes website, mobile apps, donations, member directory, dharamshalas, and many more. Do connect me with trustees of any kind of Jain Sanstha. We'll understand their requirements and provide them personalized solutions. Let's make our Sansthas world class. Thank you.
Jai Jinendra, happy morning. Tycoons, this is Vishal Bansali. Representing Pyramid System, 24 years young startup. We are into computer hardware, software, and Tally solutions. Please do connect me to people who are using Tally software. We can help them to build a website and also e-commerce platform. So do connect me to all your friends, associates, and people within your circle who are using Tally software. Thank you so much, Vishal from Pyramid System.
Needs. Last week's success story is we bagged 3 orders for our investors who wanted to build their first warehouse for their rental income, totaling 4.5 CR, all around Kumbalgud and Bitti. With that confidence, please connect me to anyone who would like to build a pre-engineered building for their rental income. Thank you.
Efficient morning. Myself, Rishabh Jain from Standard and Safe Movements Private Limited. We are into Internet of Things. We do buy-to-burn fuel management for companies. So we kind of stop fuel thefts and we maximize fuel efficiency for companies which have trucks, machineries, JCB, generator or anything. My not so recent success story, we are working with Ashoka Buildcon Limited and we are trying to maximize their fuel efficiency as well. Looking to get connected with someone in Bisleri at a higher management level, and we are positive. Ek baar dekho to jano.
Before we move on to our next visitors list, I request, is any member of our JBN Tycoon left who has not given their intro? All right. So I would like to call Ankit ji. I request all the guests, give your introduction, your name, your company name, your business you are into, and you are invited by our Tycoon member. Like, I am Mahavir Bansali, I run a company called Show Focus, I am into event management, and I am invited by Vikesh Jain. Right? Thank you. Can anybody pass the mic, please?
Good morning, and Jai Jinendra. I'm Ankit Jain. We are a startup and we do ATS for staffing companies. I'm invited by Shubham Jain. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. I request to start from here.
Good morning, I'm Kajol Jain. I'm into gifting hampers and theme-based hampers. I'm invited by Rekha Jain.
Jai Jinendra, Pramod Jain, Shri Manibhadra Textile. We deals with the fabrics, the basic needs of all the human beings. Customize the fabrics, please try once. Thank you.
Hi, Jai Jinendra to all. My name is Pradeep Chopra. I am from Kanchan Expo. We are dealing with uniforms, all type of uniforms, school, colleges, and all corporate uniform. Please contact us for uniform. And I am invited by Prajwal Jain. Jai Jain.
Jai Janendra everyone. My name is Bhavesh Bhandari. We are from Mahavir Medi Sales Private Limited. So if you enter JITO, you bound to meet me there. We are into pharmaceutical distribution, and we are supplying almost all the chemists throughout the Karnataka. And I'm invited by Shubham and Abhishek. Thank you.
Next.
Happy morning, everyone. Jai Janendra. As Rahul ji mentioned, systems and digital tech is very important for any business. So I'm Pranav. I represent my firm Small Bay, and we provide digital solutions for your business. We become your growth partners in your digital commerce journey.
Thank you, sir.
I'm invited by Pranav Lunia.
Thank you. I request everyone, we have a time constraints, so kindly please have our introduction crisp.
Hello everyone. So I'm myself Nitesh Jain. I'm representing Amrit Packaging Industries. So we are into manufacturing of PP woven bags in generic, what you call as cement bags, rice bags. So we're based in Bangalore. So connect me to anybody. I'm invited by Prajwal Rajgiriya. Thank you.
I request guests to kindly face the camera and give you 30 seconds.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Rishabh, representing Fury. I have a women's retail store located in Yeshwantpur, Matikere, invited by Sailesh Ranka.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Monish Bothra, representing Almas Consultancy. I'm from JBN Pioneers. We help you to set up companies outside India and do all the legal works there, accounting, taxation, and we do tax planning there as well. Thank you.
Jai Jinendra, I am Devendra Jain representing Mega Jewelers LLP. We are a B2B firm engaging gold nose pins and ear studs. Our recent success story is that we expanded our footprints in the state of Nagaland and aggressively planning to expand in the Northeast. With this confidence, please connect me with wholesale dealers in Assam. Thank you.
Thank you. Next. Any guest? Yeah, we have one guest, please.
Thank you. Yeah, good morning. I'm Vinod Gandhi from Manglik Jewelers. We deal in silver articles in the wholesale.
Thank you, Vinod.
I'm the guest, the invited from the Amarlal.
Amarlalji, all right. Thank you, sir. Anybody? I would also like to recognize the LT team of our youth chapter pioneers. Can we have a big round of, can we have the LT please raise? Can we have a big round of applause, please? Thank you. Now, as we know what business our fellow members are into and what kind of customers they are looking for, let us all continue working to connect one another and bring referrals. Please remember, before you connect to the referrals, make sure you inform the referred person that your fellow member will be calling or meeting him or her. If possible, also join them at the meeting. Now I hand over the next part of our meeting to our Vice President.
This is the I have section of the meetings. This is the section where all the members are required to contribute to the meeting every fortnight, either by bringing referrals, bringing visitors, or visitors only Jain members, or by giving testimonials to members who have given them outstanding service. Before I call on the members one by one to this, I have section of meeting. Request everyone to write their name in caps on the slip and give the details. If you do not have referral to give today, please say I'm working on it and bring referrals for members in the next meeting. We'll pass the mic from here. Pankaj? Oh.
Our gamification team also, I request to kindly note the scores. Thank you.
Jai Jinendra, I am Pankaj Jain. I have two referrals, one to Praveen Khanna, self-referral, and one to Basant Betala. My Mahavir Jain requires a head chair. contacted you for that. And I've attended the office session. Thank you.
I request everyone to kindly share your referrals and one-to-ones. And I request, like as we have said, make it very crisp. I have 5 referrals, one for Shayanji Rakecha, Rajendra Jain, Lakshit, Vipinji, Madanji. I did 2 one-to-ones, Rekaji and Shayan Shakecha. Thank you all. So it will save a lot of time and we can complete the meeting in time.
I am Amarlal, Melting Arts. I had one-to-one with Mr. Madan Bhai. Thank you slip to Madan Bhai also. Thank you.
Amount.
Good morning, everyone. I am Ashish from ASC and Associates. I have 2 referrals. One is to Raju Bhai, which is a self-referral, and one is to Manojji Kocha, Vishal and Kushal Developers. Thank you.
Smart morning, everyone. Myself, Aryan from Smart Policy. I have 2 referral. One is to Praveen G. Ganna, self-referral, business closed. One is to Lakshit. And 2 thank you slip. One is to Pankaj Ji for 5,894 and one is to Sailesh Ranga for 8,695, totaling to 14,589.
Jai Jinendra once again. This is Prajwal representing Aure Architects. I have a total of 8 references for the room. One to Amit Bhai, one to Pranav, Harsh, Shailesh, Kiran Nagori, Ankit, Manoj and Riya Jain. I did 3 one-to-ones, 2 with Vikesh Bhai, 1 with Vikas Bhai, cross chapter. I have a thank you slip of 7 lakh rupees to Vikesh Jain for his office. Thank you so much. And I thank 3 of my visitors who've come today. Pramod Bhai, Pradeep Ji and Nitesh Ji. Thank you very much.
For the information of the guest, any member who's given more than 5 referrals, we give them standing ovation. And thank you slips are the business which is received in from last meeting to this meeting by the referral of the members.
Happy morning, Amit Jain representing Mahavir Hardware. I had 4 referrals, 3 to Ankit Jain and 1 to Nitinji Lunia. 3 one-to-ones, 1 with Madan Bhai, 1 with Ankit Jain and 1 with Pankaj Ji. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. I have 3 referrals, 1 to Riyaji, 1 to Sailesh Rishimal and 1 self-referral to Sailesh Ranka. I have 4 thank you slips, 1 to Naveen Ji, 2 to Harsh and 3 thank you slips and totaling up to 6,52,754. One-to-one with Kushal.
Good morning, Jai Jinendra. This is Kushal. I have 5 thank you slips, 1 to Mahavir Ji, Jitendra Ji, Nitesh Ji Lunia, Amit Ji and Madan Ji, totaling to 43,460 and one-to-one with Pranav Lunia, and I have 1 reference to Aryan Ji.
Thank you. Members, I think we should definitely applaud for 5 thank you slips.
Good morning, Pravesh Lunia from Mindful Legal. I've managed to do 4 one-to-ones, one with Kamlesh Bhai, Basan Bhai, Rakesh Bhai and Tushar Bhai, and 3 referrals, 2 passed to Raju Bhai, 1 referral for Tushar Bhai. Thank you.
Hi, this is Ankit here. 2 one-to-ones with the one with Amit and another one with Narendra Ji and 1 referral to Aryan Ji, self-referral. Thank you.
I am Nitesh from Solar Electro Controls. I have 5 referrals.
Wow.
One is for Kamlesh Ji Kotari, Rakesh Ji Lunawat Kaveri Saris 1, Rekha Ji 2, and Kushal 1, business 1. And 1 one-to-one with Sunil Ji. Thank you.
Dr. Prakash Jain from Divya Drishti Eye Hospital. I did 1 one-to-one with Praveen Ganna Ji and 1 self-referral to Prakash Ji and 1 thank you slip for Prakash Ji also. Thank you.
Prakash Bansali from Cardswell. 1 thank you slip for Lakshit Singh, 7,550. Dr. Prakash 2,000. 1 refer to Dr. Prakash. Thank you. Total 9,550.
Vimal from Moksha Glass House. 3 referral, 1 for Lokshit, Kushal and Sailesh, and 1-to-1 with Madanji, and attended office darshan. And thank you slip for Madanji for 45,000, Nitinji Lunia for 2,50,000, and Sunilji 2,500. Thank you.
Members, we need not mention that we have attended the office darshan. Let's keep it very crisp and fast.
Happy morning. Myself, Jay Nahata. I had 1 one-to-one with Seema Ji, rest working on it. Thank you.
Ria from Bread Butter Club. I have 3 thank you slips. One is to Shreyans Rakecha for 25,000. One is for Nitin Lunia for 4,90,000 stencil. And one is for Shreyans Gandhi for Build Smart India that is for 4 lakh, a total of 9 lakh 15,000. 3 referrals, one is for Shubham, one is for Praveen Ganna, and one is for Rajubai, business done. And 3 1-to-1s, one is to Dinesh Bafna, one Rekha ji, and one Jitu bhai.
Thank you.
Myself, Rekha Jain, representing Arun Fabs. 3 thank you slip. One is for Seema Mehta, 9,736. Narendra ji, 6,500. Nitesh Lunia, 1,15,000. Total 2,18,860. 1-to-1 Ria and Mavi ji. And one business closed with Jitendra Kataria, 8,800.
Super.
Hi, good morning. Kamlesh Kotari from ESSL. I have 5 referrals. 3 for Lakshit, 1 for Vishal Bansali, and 1 for Shailesh Ranka. And total thank you slip amount is 124,207. Thank you slip to Jitu by 85,196. Harsh Arka International 13641, and to JITO Group 25370, and 1 1-to-1 with Parvesh. Thank you slip 124,207.
Jitendra Kumar representing Luft India. I have 8 referrals. Wow. Abhishek ji already connected to Pankaj Modi. Madan ji already connected to Paresh. Manoj Bhai Baliga. Pravesh 2 reference. Prerna and Jinesh. Vikesh ji, Vikesh for Mukesh Kataria. Ria for Samyak Group, and Lakshit for self-referral. And I have done 1-to-1 with Ria and one joint call with Ria. And thank you slip for Prajwal 59,500 and Rekha ji for 8,800. Thank you.
I have 6 reference. One is to Basanji, Sunil and Ria, Amit, Pranav and Jainata and Amarlal ji. And thank you slip Harsh 24,000, Maniji Mehta 54, and other cross chapters 1,68,000 and Rishabh 9,000. Total 2,57,000. Thank you.
Hello, this is Shubham from Easy Home Solutions. I have 2 referrals for Nitin Jalunia.
Hello, Rishabh Jain from Standard and Safe Movements Private Limited, working on it.
Yeah, I have 3 references, one for Prajwal, one for Madanji, and one self-referral for Lakshit.
If any guest has a referral, they can please pass the referral to the members.
Working on it. Morning, Narendra Sanklecha. I have done 4 1-to-1. One is Basan Betala, Ankit, and Shubham, and Rekha ji. And have 2 reference for Rekha, 1 reference for Rekha ji and 1 for Jitu ji, and then 1 we did team meeting Royal Challengers.
Jai Jinendra. I have 2 1-to-1. 1 Kiranji Nagori, 1 Nitesh Lunia, and 1 thank you slip for 1,200. Thank you.
Hi, this is Rakesh Lunawat. I had done 1 1-to-1 with Prajwal, and I have 1 reference for Harsh Choradia.
I have 1 self-referral for Rahul Bansali and 2 1-to-1, Narendra Bhai and Pravesh and his partner. Thank you so much.
Good morning, Tycoons. I'm Rahul here. I have 1 1-to-1 with Mr. Vimal. I have a self-referral for him. And thank you slip to Mr. Basant for 2,90,000. Thank you.
Manish Mehta from Swamitwa Group. I have 1 self-referral to Amit Jain, Mahavir Hardware.
Nisha Jain from Mamba, India. I have a referral for Murado Bunido Rahul ji, and self-referral to Rajendra Kumar ji, and 1 thank you slip for Kiran ji, 7,500.
Hi, Rajendra Jain. I have 2 referrals, both to Vinit Bhai and thank you slip Ashish Dak, 9,000 rupees. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Pankaj. I have 3 referrals. 1 to Mr. Shubham Kanunga, 1 to Miss Ria, and Mr. Sailesh. I have 1 thank you slip to Mr. Naveen, 29,513. And I had 3 1-to-1 with Mr. Praveen Ganna, Madan, and Mr. Amit. I also thank Mr. Amit Bhai for a quick renewal of my car insurance. Thank you.
I have 6 referrals.
Members, we can do better on clapping.
1 to Pranav Lunia, 1 to Sunilji Singh, 1 to Kushal, 1 to Prakashji Bhansali, 1 to Harsh, and 1 to Narendraji. Thank you so much.
Jai Jinendra, this is Badan Babulal Jain here. I had 5 1-to-1s, one with Pankaj Bhai, Vimalji, Amarlalji, Amitji and Sunilji. 2 referrals passed to Amarji and I think the order is closed. Thank you slip to Lakshit Sonegara for 15,000, Mavirji Bansali for 14,800. Thank you.
Good morning, Lakshit from Everything Gets Synced. I have 6 referrals. 2 to Madan Bhai, 3 to Ria, and 1 to Prakashji Bansali. I have 6 thank you slips amounting to 2,68,548. 3 to Kamleshji, 1 to Madanji, 1 to Aryanji, and 1 to Tusharji. Thank you. I had 2 1-to-1s, one with Prakashji Bansali and one with Basant Betala. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Sailesh Ranka representing Unica. I had 1 1-to-1 with Rahul Bansali. I have 2 referrals, both business closed. 1 to Lakshit and 1 to Aryanji Tater. 1 thank you slip to Ms. Seema Jain, 4,200.
Jai Jinendra, Mahesh from Creative Consultants. I have 4 referrals, 1 to Nitin by self, Vinit Jain, Chamrajpet and Kerpuram 2 referrals, and Naveen Burat, 1 Mender J Bafna, and 1-to-1 with Nitin Bhai. Thank you.
Jai Jinendra, Mahavir from Multistic, 2 referrals to Basantji Betala and 1 to Aryanji Tate. Thank you.
Working on it. 2 referrals, 1 to Shailesh Ranka and 1 to Ria Jain.
Good morning, Tycoons. Mahavirji, I can connect you to Godrej and Boys, your specific ask of today's. Thank you.
I had 2 1-to-1s, one with Pravesh Lunia and referrals for Lakshit and Mahavir Kanunga. Thank you slip to Vikesh Jain for 1 lakh, Dinesh Bafna for 76,000, Shreyans for 37,000, Lakshish for 6,000, totaling to 2,23,000.
Hey guys, excellent morning. I have got 2 referrals. One is to Pravesh Lunia, one of our friend, he needs a trademark to be done, and one is to Vinit Ji. Somebody wants to use the directory. And I've got 4 thank you slips amounting to 36,91,500. 35 lakhs is to Stencil. 6,500 is to Mahavir Hardware. 65,000 is to Milan Studio, and 1,20,000 to President Lifestyle. Thank you.
Thank you, Shreyan. Stencil is Nitin, by the way. Total is 36 lakh.
Good morning, I'm Anish, representing my NBFC credit base. Jay, I have a referral for you, JNW, I can connect you with him.
Yeah, Jai Jinendra, Vishal here. I had 1 1-to-1 with Rakesh Lunkad, and I have 21 thank you slips. Thank you Vikesh Bhai for 6,053. Thank you Shubham for 13,432. Thank you Rakesh Ji for 3 thank you slips for 27,000. Thank you Dinesh Ji Bafna for 11,682. And others are JITO members, total coming to around 3 lakh rupees.
Super.
Vinit Jain here. I have 1 referral for Pravesh Lunia.
Thank you. Good morning. I had done 1 1-to-1 with Maheji. 4 referrals. 1 connected Mr. Munot to Shubham, and Ria I had a referral, and Vimal and Mahavir also have connected to Scottish Club. And thank you slip worth 14,25,000. Manish Mehta 4,22,000, Mahavir 5,57,000, Harsh 36,000, and JITO 4,10,000. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Mahavir Bansali. I have 5 referrals. 1 to Shreyan Shakecha, 1 to Rajendraji Jain, 1 to Lakshit Sonegra, 1 to Vipinji Jain, 1 to Madan Jain. I did 2 1-to-1s, 1 with Rekhaji and 1 with Shreyan Shakecha. I have a thank you slip of 1,50,000 for Shreyanji Rakecha. Thank you.
We had a fantastic office session at Unica. I would request one member, Rajendra ji, to please give a quick feedback.
1 minute, please.
How you operate and what you do. It will be much easier for us to refer clients to you, and my personal recommendation to each member, pick up Office Darshan. It is a very brilliant way of showcasing yourself.
Thank you. Jitendra ji, quickly. We have 30 seconds.
understanding their product to promote it?
Unica is into men's fashion design and clothing, and we had gone to their office last week just for the information of guests. So all the members have gone there, and he had done a presentation over there. We came to know more about his product, the kind of range he deals with, and the kind of store he has. It was a really great experience. Meanwhile, 10 minutes presentation and stall names to be announced as per the list for next week. Ideally, it's always a good proposition to have a presentation and stall together for maximum visibility. Stall is free for the members. Next 10 minutes presentation will be given to Vikesh ji and Rajender ji. Any specific ask?
Basically, we are into wholesaling of mobile, so mobile store owners would be a good proposition.
So please invite all the store owners who are into retail mobile, please invite them. Any specific ask, Vikesh ji?
Yeah, since I am into banking consultancy, anybody who is into business, particularly into manufacturing segment, they would be a good connect for me.
Thank you. You should not miss the next office darshan for anything because you'll see a lot of money over there. Our next office darshan is going to get hosted by Pravesh Ji Lunia. This is in Solus on JC Road. Over to you, President.
We would like to recognize our gift sponsors. They are Madanji Jain from Magnus Cardio, Sailesh Ji Raka from Unica, Sailesh Ji Silsimal from Marsh Clothing, Manish Ji Mehta from Swamitwa, Jitendra Ji Kataria from Luftfans, Nitin Ji Lunia from Stencil, and Vikram Ji Bhujani from Sujal Pharma. Can we have a big round of applause for our gift sponsors, please? I request our secretary, who is a little busy in counting the numbers because the numbers were high today. So I request our secretary to please present the JB and TYCOONS report of today.
Total number of referrals.
Total number of reference passed today, 123. Total value of the business done today, any guess? Thoda upar. 1.17 crores.
Thank you, brother. Announcement for the dose prize as per the JBN referral app. Highest referral given today by Sailesh Ji Raka as per the app. Award to be given to Kiranji Nagori, and I request Sailesh Ji Raka to please come forward to facilitate.
Highest visitors invited. Yes. I request Prajwal to come forward and Nitinji Lunia to kindly facilitate him, please. Highest one-to-ones. Any guess? Madan Jain. I request Jitendra Ji Kataria to please come forward to facilitate him, please.
Thank you.
The best 30 seconds. Any guess who has given today the best 30 seconds? I know everybody wished to get the gift, but he is none other than our new member, Rishabh Jain. I request Madanji please to come forward to facilitate him, please.
Congratulations. Great start.
Good one, good one.
I would also like to recognize our membership committee. As I say the names, I request you to kindly raise. Nitinji Lunia, Amitji Jain, Kiranji Nagori from Social Coordinator. Thank you. Membership Coordinator, Mavirji Kanunga, Jitendraji Kataria, Maheshji Surana. Mentor Coordinator, Prajwalji Giria and Kamleshji Kotari. 1-to-1 and Office Darshan Coordinator, Shreyansji Rakecha, Rahulji Bhansali and Basanji Betala. Education Coordinator, Shreyansji Gadli and Narendraji Sanklecha. Incubation Coordinator, Tusharji Tilawat and Manishji Mehta. LVH Coordinator, Shubhamji Jain, Harsh Chauradia and Shaileshji Srisrimal. Social Media Coordinator, Riyaji Jain and Abhishekji Shah. Women Empowerment Coordinator, Kiranji Nagori and Rekhaji Jain. Disciplinary Committee, none other than R. Madanji. I request Lakshitji to run the video of our success story.
Jai Jinendra to one and all.
Minimize the presentation, please.
Jai Jinendra to one and all. This is Madan Babulal Jain from Magnus Carrier India Private Limited. We are into the business of corporate gifting. I am proud to be part of JBN TYCOONS from the day of inception. JBN has not only taught me how to do the business, but also 20% of my business comes from JBN TYCOONS and with reference from them. I urge everyone to be part of JBN and make sure that you grow yourself. Thank you. Jai Jinendra, Jai Karnataka, Jai JITO, Jai Hind. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Madanji, for sharing your success story. I request Basanji to announce the game score, please. Everybody, we request you to kindly please pay the attention. I know we are in the last minutes of the meeting, but we need to cover this.
Lakshit Team A, they are leading with the points 2,850.
I request Lakshit to please kindly raise.
Jay Nahata Team, Gold Star, their points are 2,600. Request Jay Nahata to raise. Shailesh Ranka, Tycoon Warriors, points 4,350. Pravesh, 2,500. And Naveen Naveen, Royal Challengers, point 3,950. Thank you so much.
I request Nitinji Lunia, our social coordinator, to announce for our next program.
How many of you have signed up for socials? Thank you very much. Rest who is not coming, we are not going to take you. We promise. It is blocked for members who registered. I have the photo and names of the members. We are going to have an exciting social overnighter. Lot of surprise promise. So anybody who's missed, if you want a wildcard entry, please contact the president. He has 3 wildcard entries. Other than that, no other entries will be happening. Rest of the detail will be sent to you. As I mentioned, this is a self-sponsored socials. So I'll send all the detail on WhatsApp. Make sure you connect with me and make sure you don't miss socials for anything, even if you have your own wedding.
I request Binduji to share her experience about this meeting.
सभी को सादर जय जिनेंद्र। आज की बात के लिए इतना ही कहना चाहूँगी कि एक ही बात कुछ दिनों पहले सुनी थी कि मिलोगे तो मिलेगा, और ये आज देखने को मिला है। जीटो बिजनेस नेटवर्क, इस स्टेज पर आप पहुंचते हो तो बहुत कुछ पाते हो। इंसान की पहचान चेहरे से होती है, ये हम मानते हैं, लेकिन उन इंसान की सच्ची पहचान उसके वाणी, विचार और कार्य से होती है। और आपका कार्य यहाँ पर बहुत अच्छे से प्रेजेंट हो रहा है, ये जीटो बिजनेस नेटवर्क में देखा गया है। मैं लेडीज़ विंग की तरफ से आपको अश्योरिटी दिलाती हूँ कि हमारे बिजनेस एंटरप्रेन्योर्स जो भी लेडीज़ विंग है वो ज़रूर JBN ज्वाइन करें और इस टीम को और आगे बढ़ाए. एंड वेरी कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस टू महावीर जी, विकेश जी एंड होल टीम एंड रेखा जी ऑल्सो. थैंक यू सो मच.
थैंक यू सो मच बिंदु जी. हाँ, और भी एक गेस्ट है जो मन ही मन मुस्कुरा रहे हैं, शायद इरादा हो कि JBN टाइकून में ज्वाइन करें. आई रिक्वेस्ट पूजा जी टू काइंडली प्लीज शेयर हर एक्सपीरियंस.
1 मिनट. अच्छा, जैसा कि JBN नेटवर्क का था, तो एक बात मैं भी कहती हूँ कि माँ सरस्वती की कृपा से कलम की एक पहचान मिली है. और स्विगी से भी कहना चाहूँगी, आपका भी कोई आर्टिकल छपवाना हो, किसी का छप जाता है, किसी का छिप जाता है, छपवाना हो तो कांटेक्ट कीजिएगा बिंदु राय सोनी से. थैंक यू सो मच.
Thank you for having me over. I think it's been a great experience. This looks like a male-dominated community, and I would urge a lot of women, to join. And yes, I'm actually inclined to join this.
Thank you so much. This is the highest referral we have got for this meeting. I request Tarun ji and Rajesh ji to come forward and make the announcements, please. Can I have a mic, please? Can anybody pass the mics?
Good morning, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. My name is Rajesh and he is Tarun. We are basically trying to invite you for one of the new pages in the JITO's leadership visionary initiative. It's called JPF, JITO's Professional Forum, and we believe that JPF and JBN have synergies together, and every business is based on like professionals as their foundations. You will meet and network with a lot of people who are in different diversity of their life. They're engineers, they're basically doctors, CAs, every aspects of the professional life. And we are having an inauguration event on 27th of May, 3:30 p.m. on Palace Ground Shrine. And we really look forward to all of you. And this is an amazing experience. Energy is infectious. We hope to, we have invited a lot of esteemed speakers from startup communities, and there is a gala dinner at the end, and there is a band which is called Mehroom, and we'll be playing on 27th of May. Please grace us with your extreme presence. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I request everybody looking for the passes, please call Tarunji and Rajesh ji. No, you can have a seat. I request Vikesh ji Nagori to please share his experience, few words. Vikesh ji Nagori, please.
Jai Jindra, Vikas Nagori, Apex co-convener for mentorship. I'm fortunate to be here experiencing and witnessing live our dear friend Rahul Bothra. I've been chasing him, and it was a honor for me to come and experience him live. I've been requesting the LT that आपका JITO का live तो हो ही रहा है, but it would be my fortune to come down and witness him live. And I've already thanked him for a beautiful session. I'm looking forward for mentoring from him. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vikas ji. Remember, now it's time to work for our business. We conclude our meeting for the day. Till we meet for the next meeting, please work on the referrals asked by our members. By the next meeting, we look forward to get the maximum business deal to close. I request all the visitors to kindly please be seated. After this meeting, we have a 10 minutes orientation program for you all. Request everyone to raise for the national anthem, please. Lakshit, can you please play the national anthem?
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
I request 1 minute to kindly please be seated. I request orientation program coordinators to kindly stay back and give the orientation program. A lovely breakfast is waiting for you all. Please enjoy your breakfast. Thank you and have a wonderful networking ahead. But before we disperse, request everyone to come this side for the group photo.
Nobody in the desk, friends. Everybody side. Everybody in the side. Nobody in the front. New format. Can we have 2 chairs, please?
मेल मिला बाद में करो
Smile. One more.
Request the guests to be seated.
लास्ट में फोटोग्राफर ये जो रोक सकता, प्रेसिडेंट भी नहीं रोक सकता.
All the members, I request 1 minute to kindly please. Only the members. Rest all can go for the breakfast. Request all the members to kindly please. Last time our Ria Jain has announced a special offer for our Tycoon members. So I request Rahul ji to kindly please take one chick and decide today is that lucky winner. I request you, my name will be there. Please look out for the slip and take out.
It's a gift worth 70,000 rupees.
Sir, I have given you the beautiful introduction of yours. Yes, it's none other than, very sad to say, Prajwal Giriya.
I request the guests to be seated, please.
Prajwal Giriya is getting 1 month free digital marketing service from Bread Butter Club.
Worth 70,000 rupees.
Worth 70,000 rupees.
I request all the members to please vacate the hall. Photo sessions and networking can happen outside. All the guests to be seated here, please. Thank you very much, Pankaj ji, Dr. Prakash, Rakesh ji, Dinesh ji. Thank you very much. Pravesh. Thank you. Please vacate the hall. I request all the guests to be seated here. Thank you. Nisha ji, Rahul ji ko please escort him to for breakfast. I request everybody to be seated, please. Live हो गया खत्म.